The first opportunity that Mooresville offers is people. Better than any other suburb around it is to live alongside or very, very close by Lake Norman. I mean, it's incomparable when you matching it up with other suburbs around it. Now, I already know, you probably heard the rumors
that it's too expensive to live in Mooresville.
but that's not all the way true. Is it expensive to live in Mooresville? Yes, it can be. The zip code that is expensive and it can get pretty costly. Let's hear it. Drum roll, please. 28117. This side of, or the west side of I-77, and is where it can get very, very expensive to live in. Living here is where majority of the 200, miles plus of shoreline or waterfront properties are going to be when you're talking about living in Mooresville / Lake Norman. Now, if you was to head east or go down towards downtown Mooresville, it gets a little more affordable in the 28115 zip code. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Is this one of those towns where it's separated by train tracks and then the have to have nots? Nope, not at all. In the grand scheme of things, when it comes to Mooresville, this is still a very safe, quiet, no matter which zip code that you're in, and very community driven town when it comes to Mooresville. Now, the difference in the price tag is gonna be great, right? When you're talking about 28117, the price tag is almost double that of the 115, right? On average to live close or nearby, alongside, however you wanna put it, when it comes to Lake Norman, you're definitely gonna be looking at 1.1 million easily. Even if you wasn't along the shoreline, even if you did move inland a little bit, you're still gonna be looking at 600,000. The greatest thing about 28115 compared to the 28117 is that you have all the shopping near you, right? You ain't gonna be putting too many grocery stores alongside the water. So the 28115, and this is really the second pro of Mooresville, is that you still have this affordability in side of Mooresville, plus you have your own downtown area. Now, it does remind you of one of those super old towns, like off those Western movies, like, all the small businesses are on Main Street, all down the line, all brick buildings, renovated, real nice, real dope area. I'm telling you, very walkable. The closer you are kind of to downtown, the more walkable it is. Now, don't mistake this for a walkable area by any means. You will need a car in Mooresville at all times, so that is one of the cons about it, that you're not gonna get too much walkability. Now, you're only looking at about 440,000 when you're talking about the 28115, and if you think about that, you're only 25 minutes away from Charlotte. When you compare that to the Charlotte or the city of Charlotte's average, which is at $495,000 of January 2024, you're almost $50,000 less. In Huntersville, which is right below Mooresville, right? So you have to pass through Huntersville to get into Mooresville. You're talking about an average of $557 of January 2024. Now, if you're just the opposite and you don't mind spending that money, the lake is gonna be you. Really, Mooresville does surround the lake. Like, that's really lake living. But for everybody, you don't have to have or spend that type of money if you don't really want to, which is a beautiful thing. Now, in that same breath, because you're only in Mooresville, right? I can't say only in Mooresville, but because you live in Mooresville, personally, after 8-9 o'clock, I don't see Mooresville as being a very night out type of fun place, right? To me, it's a during the day type of place. Everybody go home at night. Outside of 8-9 o'clock p.m., maybe Apps and Taps or the Blue Parrot, because those are bars and restaurants, you may get some type of nightlife. Other than that, I don't see it, right? I don't see it when I'm up there at all. So that is something that you guys want to think about. But again, personally, I'd rather have my fun during the day and relieve all the foolishness at night than the reverse, when everybody wakes up at night and then you got to hear all the troubles at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, is there stuff going on? Yes. Is there festivals? Yes. Is there, they'll have live music on Main Street in downtown Mooresville? Yes. Like, you will have those things. But at the end of the day, that's not a party type of town like that. It is a very quiet, again, community driven, relaxed area. It surrounds the lake, it's brought up by the lake. Everything is Lake Norman and surrounding when it comes to Mooresville. And to be honest with you, if you really did just want to go downtown, again, you're only 25 minutes, 30 at the max. I'm talking about at night now. If you catch it after work, you may be 30 to 45 minutes because it's only one way out to Mooresville, and that's I-77. If y'all have found a different route, let your boy know. But that's an easy Uber drive into Uptown. Easy enough. You know, you don't have to worry about driving. Pay the money, get home safe. Now, speaking of traffic is going to suck on I-77 all day long. It's Charlotte, guys. I'm telling you, traffic is bad. It is no other way to put it. Now, another thing people are really taking more towards too, and why Mooresville is growing so fast, because the school districts are they're decent to good, right? And there's a couple different districts, and I'll kind of break this down really quickly for you guys. Mooresville graded school district is, if you look at Carolina School Hub, you're gonna find it at a 6 to about a 7 out of 10. Now, Mooresville does break down into districts, especially for you people who have babies or want to have babies 8th grade and under. This is going to be extremely important for you because you will need to choose the neighborhood that you live in based on the school district that you would like to send your child to. If you get confused, just go on Mooresville graded school district, and it has the entire map. It has the boundaries where everything breaks off. But the reason why it's so important for you people with children under or in the grades 8th and under is because it's like 2 different middle schools, there's 2 different intermediate schools, there's 2 different elementary schools, and they each have their own border. Mooresville's graded school, they're gonna serve more inland. So if you're talking about, you know, you do live downtown or you're closer to the downtown areas, Mooresville graded school district is going to serve those families there. If you talk about Lake Norman or pushing towards that 117, that's Lake Norman High School, 9 out of 10 when you're talking about Carolina Hub, school rankings and things like that. But again, a little more costly to live in that area, and also is not as diverse within that school district. You're talking about a 76-24 split when you're talking about the diversity population inside the school, compared to Mooresville, you're talking about a 60-40 split. Again, this is all subject based. I'm just giving you guys some facts. If you do need some help with that search, not so much the school, because I can't help you with the schooling part, but if you guys are looking to move into the Mooresville area, you guys already know my name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Charlotte area. Make sure you guys hit us up with a call, email, text. Now, let's get into the next pro. When we do hop on the phone, let's say, right, you don't have that big of a budget, but you still want to have access to the water whenever you want. Mooresville has something for you. You don't have to live directly on the shore or pay that $4 or $5 million or $2 million if you don't want to. Again, you can live in the 285, drive the 20-25 minutes towards the lake, if that, and just get a boat rental or one of the docks around the water. It's hundreds of them, like, you know what I'm saying? It's 100 places where you can store your boat over the winter, and when you're not using it, use one of those. Or you can get inside a subdivision that has a deeded boat slip attached to it. Little less on the cost, which is nice, and you're a little more inland, right? So subdivisions like The Point, Harbor at the Point, Pinnacle Shores, Bridgeport, Morris Cove, Yacht Cove, Kings Loading, Crystal Bay. I know it's a lot. The point is, Mooresville has something for everybody. If you're talking about new construction, you're probably gonna be around starting off in the 500s, depending on which builder that you go through. But again, new construction, and you talk about something that's 500 starting off at compared to a Huntersville, which is 557 for an existing home. Now, when it comes to jobs in Mooresville, I'm not gonna say there's an endless opportunity, but especially right now, there's great opportunity. When you're talking about Mooresville, it's called Race City, USA, right? There's about 60 NASCAR teams just in Mooresville alone for you guys to get jobs if that's the industry and field that you guys want to be in. Mooresville is the pinpoint, right? Secondly, you got about 17 different manufacturers in Mooresville or close proximity to them. Even if you shoot over to Concord or you go back down to Uptown, right? 17 different manufacturers if that is your field of industry. And then you also have the business of the local. What do I mean by that? The boating, right? Plenty of boating, everybody in Lake Norman. If you the best boat mechanic in town, that could be a great small business for you. But you also can thrive off the golf courses. There's 3 golf courses just in Mooresville alone. Plus, there's another 23 inside a 20-mile radius when it comes to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Even on Lake Norman, what else is big there is also the fishing. They have a bunch of different fishing competitions and stuff like that all year round. North Carolina is one of the staples when it comes to bass and those other big fishing game type of Cabela's events. These things are, opportunities for people when it comes to Mooresville. And because people are pushing out of uptown, because it's getting so expensive, they're passing through Mooresville and saving they're passing through Huntersville and saving $150,000 going to Mooresville, right? And lastly, you got Lowe's, the headquarters of Lowe's. It's this 275-acre behemoth, and it's beautiful. It's like a bio-friendly huge campus. Is 3.1 million square feet of office space, and Lowe's just built a huge tech hub to keep up with the demand for tech inside the Charlotte industry. But that's in Southtown, so you talk about 15-20 minutes away again. So either way it goes, like, there's a lot in Mooresville that offers for job, housing, amenities, but it overall, I'm telling you guys, is a very community driven place to be, very laid back, not too much nightlife, decent to good schools depending on what section and district that you guys are in. Mooresville offers its people a lot, I'm telling you guys, I promise you guys. And you get that slight bit of walkability when it comes to the downtown area. If you're not in that major scene of uptown, that's not just scene. If you're a bar person like I am, you want to go to the bar, go back to the house, that you have that feel when it comes to Mooresville, and you're away from all the people when it comes to the city center of Charlotte. Now, as always, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. My name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Charlotte area. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys hit me up with a call, email, or text. We will get you guys moved up here to the Mooresville area, condo, new build, townhouse, existing, on the water. We'll make sure we get you guys set and ready to go. We'll hop on that Zoom call, reverse engineer everything, and get you guys on your way down here. All right, so I will talk to you guys soon, as always.